next vintage break. Once again, we now have on the table another $10 break credit to vintagebreaks.com, Lou, so I am keeping track so I don't drive you nuts. One of them we're going to give away towards the end of the show. We won't do everything at the end. It'll be over the last few minutes. We're looking for folks to leave comments about the first place that they bought a pack when they were a kid, and what was that first pack that they were opening. And now we've just thrown out another question. What was the first expensive card you remember buying as a kid? And I just saw my good buddy Ryan from Auction Report mention that his was an 84 Donruss Mattingly. So I got to tell you, Ryan, I guess you're upper class, buddy, because for me, owning an 84 Donruss Mattingly wasn't possible until adulthood. You know, that was not, it was way too expensive. That was north of $100. I might have had to give like a kidney for that, or, you know, an ear, and I just wasn't prepared. So I had my Topps Mattingly and I loved it. That was north of $100. I might have had to give like a kidney for that, or, you know, an ear, and I just wasn't prepared. So I had my Topps Mattingly and I loved it.
I've only bought one single card, and I think I've told this story before. And it goes years ago when I first got married, and I was at a card store in a New Hampshire town. I don't know why. Just walking on the street and walking into the store, and there was a 1968 World.
That's really cool. You know, you had mentioned that before. I don't know if I remembered, though, the first time you told it that it was actually signed.
And I said, oh, I got to have that.
That's cool.
I paid $16 for it.
That's really cool. You know, you had mentioned that before.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, speaking of Rico, John, can you grab that pack that you have on your desk that I have set aside for him, that 76 Topps is in the corner? So 1988 OPC Hokey is coming up here. Brett Hull rookie is possible, along with the Wayne Gretzky sweater card, Joe Neuendijk rookie, Brendan Shanahan, Dougie Gilmore, not a rookie, but still a Hall of Famer. So we're going to show that off in just a few minutes. Got a fun item right there. Yeah, no, this is great. I see I'm actually watching the PSA page as we speak here. And yeah, we have a lot of folks participating. This is wonderful. Hope everyone had a great new year. Yeah, no, this is great. I see I'm actually watching the PSA page as we speak here. And yeah, we have a lot of folks. Yeah, Will Clark cards to me, like his 87 Topps, you know, was liquid for $2. And I remember I had 8 of them and I thought I was rich. It was great. You know, and then like the McGuire card, I had a few of those because I was buying 87 Topps from the Soda King in Manalapan, New Jersey. And, you know, the weekend after, 2 weekends after, I go to a convention and, you know, these things are going for $5. I'm like, oh my God, Dad, I'm rich. I have 9 of them. Yeah, he was amazing. You know, he really had. I go to a convention and these things are going for $5. I'm like, oh my God, Dad, I'm rich. I have 9 of them. That's cool. So I just saw a wonderful comment from Scott L. On Facebook. I don't know if this is on PSA's page or if this is on the Vintage Breaks Facebook page, but I love to hear this because Donnie Baseball was and still is my favorite player from growing up. And he said, and I quote, "I'm a huge Mattingly fan as well. Got a chance to meet him last season. I won the Mattingly charity auction. I know they say don't meet your heroes, but I'm so glad I did. Mattingly was so genuine and just such a pleasure to talk with. I've heard similar from many folks, and a good buddy of ours, Ray Schulte, of Schulte Sports Marketing. I know that Mattingly is a client of his and speaks very, very highly of him. And to be honest, you don't even need to say anything about Donnie Baseball. Just look what he does. He's very actively participating in a variety of different charity functions and causes, and that's all I need to know about Donnie Baseball. Just look what he does. He's very actively. Nope, other than he got hurt and retired too early, which was a bummer. No, that's all I need to know about that. No, he did. But at the end, man, he was banged up. He was not able to do what he wanted. He was such a great hitter. And you know, I'm a righty, but as a righty, I tried to emulate the way he came to the plate as a lefty. It was not easy to do because obviously a lefty in baseball just has such a natural, beautiful swing. Yeah, Donnie Baseball at his height was such a great hitter. He does, but I think they're heading in the right direction. I think they made some probably moves right when Jeter first got there that they're going to look back and think that probably wasn't the best move, but you know, that's such his life. Hey, listen, we're not going to complain about that. So we're going to open up a 1962 Topps Civil War news pack in just a few minutes here. I want to make sure I encourage everyone out there today who's watching the Vintage Breaks PSA show, please leave any comments at all. Of course, we've asked some great questions here about the first pack you've opened, the first expensive card you remember buying as a kid or as a young adult for that matter. And we're going to put all of you folks into a random at the end, and one person today is going to win a PSA Gold Collectors Club membership, $149 value. That will be paid for in full by Vintage Breaks and Just Collect as a little Happy New Year celebration here. $149 value. This is, I just saw Logan's comment. Vintage Breaks not shutting down the government and breaking down the collecting walls of the PSA Facebook page. Thanks very much there, Logan. Appreciate it. So before we open up the Civil War pack, wanted to show you something I had set aside for Rico. He's been a great friend of the show. So I've been waiting for the day to find a decent vintage pack with Rico's mug on top. Well, when I say look for them, understand that I actively buy and open. And so in the back of my mind, you know, I thought, hey, you know, what would make a good gift for Rico? So I gave you some cookies. I gave Tom some cookies. And to be honest with you, I wasn't sure that Rico was going to eat anything else that I gave him because of what happened with the gum. So, and Rico, if you're listening, this is the God's honest truth. I didn't want to send you cookies. I didn't want you to think that they're somehow old or, you know, this is like going to be a play on something else. So, Mr. Petroselli, if you're watching, buddy, we have this earmarked for you. If you'd like to open it, we certainly will for you. I would imagine you do not want to. So you can show all of your friends and fans, if you will. You should bring this like on your tour. You know, I don't know what tours he does, the different functions he goes to, but I feel like you should put that in the coat pocket. Hey, this is me in '76. What do you think? Good looking guy, right? I should go to Fenway and say I have a special delivery for Rico. This will be my way in.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of a cool treat for him.
Show it to all his buddies from '67.
Great. So, John, if you could just give me a hand here. We're going to do the 1962's Top Civil War pack. Yeah, this is a great pack. This is pack 16. Great. So, John, if you could just excuse me. The 1962's Top Civil War pack. Let's do that.
Yeah, this is a great pack.